Silksong! This time, we're going to be taking on this dastardly encounter that seems to go on and on and on forever and ever until the end of time. We did just get 2 weapon upgrades in the last episode from Pinmaster Pliny, and now we can finally retrieve our cocoon and make our way to this quest marker at long last. So that went a lot. That first wave went a lot better than I usually goes, and I'm assuming that's because of the weapon upgrade. So let's see how much damage we're doing here now. 5 hits for these guys, whereas before it might have been like 7 or 8, or even maybe 10. Wow. I don't even necessarily need to use the tools just yet. Wow, man. They're falling like fruit flies. A form well suited for combat, lithe and fast. No surprise it seems to rank so high amongst its cult. Okay, he powered through, but I can do the same. Please, just get hit. You have to steal my silk before he went. Did have the maneuverability there, fortunately enough. I wonder if that weapon upgrade also increases my silk damage, but I don't think it does. No. No, thank you. The problem with that rotating move is it's so tight that there's hardly any space to fit between. We'll just take the heal while he's gonna let me. I guess you can kill the little bugs. We know that our needle does substantially more damage than our thread storm now. I backed off just in time, of course. Wow, okay. But I can heal. He's still got me. Not even mad. I have to get used to climbing there. Now the back and forth is so difficult to manage. Ah, his back. Every enemy needs a backdash, dude. Okay, give me the free heal, thank you so much. If he does it one more time, that's gonna be trouble. There we go, and we know there's more now, so, wow, I didn't even notice, I didn't even start cracking into my tools. Oh man, it feels so good. I cannot tell you how good it feels to be killing these enemies in a reasonable amount of hits. Whereas before I was just absolutely giving myself the runaround. Okay, we do have this guy. Forloom proves often the effectiveness of bells as weapons, and never before had I considered them as such. I don't want to get too hasty. Unfortunate. The trouble is, if he goes down in, so many hits, I'm not gonna be able to farm silk. But here we go. Good one. Nice try. We do still have more tools, though, to exploit. Ooh. More tools? Don't mind if I do. Oh, it did cancel me. If you could just come this way, sir. Thank you. Thank you, please. Unfortunate. I think I will be able to farm enough. He should have enough health. They do have disgusting health bars, last I checked. But I apparently have even more disgusting damage. Holy! Wow! They are not messing around, dude. Wow! You don't suppose there's anything after that? Do ya? That's pretty incredible. I just have to sit for a moment and just absorb the realization that they actually did just throw 2 of those gigantic guys at us. Yeah, there was absolutely, I was completely wasting my time before trying to do that with the attack damage that I had. Man, am I glad I made that decision. It would have felt good, for sure, you know, to be able to do it. What? Was that a counter of some kind? I think that was my cloak, maybe. It was like a 1 frame of it. There you go. Take that. But I still do need like kind of a plan to deal with those guys at the end there, because I don't really know what I was gonna do. I was struggling enough with 1 of them. But 2 of them, the issue isn't that they cover up the screen. The issue more so is that they cover up each other, making it a little bit difficult to see what their telegraphs are. I'm not trying to use that silk spool just yet. Would prefer to save it for a better time. Yep, just go away, thank you. Would prefer to use my silk, if at all possible, over the tool use, because, you know, you can always regenerate silk. There we go. As long as he doesn't counter me, that's going to be totally fine. There we go, 2 of those. Does him in. So I guess we'll just plan after that wave to have 2, or kind of like a full bar of silk for these guys. Can heal here. So I guess get the practice in while it's available on this one guy here. Don't be afraid, because if you are, then you have absolutely no hope. Almost like the false knight with that 1 jumping attack. There's a lot of dashing back and forth. Unfortunate. Okay, someone's gonna spawn above me, I feel. Yep. That was bad. As long as I can hit 1 of them. Oh! Very, very, very lucky there. We'll just top up. No reason to heal just yet. Okay. Extremely lucky. No one? Okay, yeah, 1 of you needs to go. Those are the rules. Yep, you're not taking my silk. No, sir! I'm gonna use it before you do. Can move them a little bit higher by climbing the wall. Man, did you see that bell accelerate? What are they? They're putting engines in these things, apparently. Okay, one more hit to heal. Unfortunate, but, you know, well, it's only one health. Okay, very lucky. Ah! When they dim the screen, that doesn't help me see what I'm doing. I want this pin guy to come here. And then that'll help me farm silk a little bit better. Rather than... Oh my god! Okay, I'm not sure why sometimes they go up, sometimes they go down. All of this is just to heal. No, those are cogs. So I'm pretty sure I don't get any silk from them. Where's he going? Dude, the fight's over here. Okay, now here's the thing. Okay. Okay, one more. Don't be afraid. There's silk. Just quiet. Definitely have to use all of my tool there. Sting Shard. Making waves in the power rankings right now. What an encounter for the ages. That'll get the blood pumping at 3 a.m. For all that, I couldn't imagine there was more. Wonder if I attack this. Huh. Conductor Ballador.
A visitor. Now this is rare. I must apologize for not rising to greet you. After an age spent sickly, I find myself unable to lift from this bedchamber. I hope, good pilgrim, our citadel has shown you the courtesy deserved of a bug devout.
Yanara.
I've borne its hospitality well enough, aged one.
Ah, my sympathies, pilgrim. We have fallen so far, and now sadly, if you've come seeking aid or understanding, I fear I too shall disappoint. Whatever you would ask, I have only my melody left to offer. It is a simple thing, the smallest of gifts, but perhaps more special now, for it has been rarely heard in these quietened times.
Learned the Conductor's melody. One part of the threefold melody entrusted to the conductors.
Our song upon a silken thread, such beautiful sound, so long absent from our halls. Keep safe our melody, good pilgrim. You shall likely be the last to receive it. The mantle of Conductor weighs heavy. Had I known the cost before its bearing, would I have accepted the duty? No regrets.
As far as what kind of illness has befallen him, I couldn't say. The silk is almost kind of looks like a IV drip, doesn't it? Maybe that's sort of the imagery they were trying to invoke with that. So it would be interesting if I could cut it, and that you see the shadow just collapse. All right, well. Don't suppose there's gonna be any more goodies in this room left for us. So was that like his army? Did he put these guys here on purpose to ward off anybody who might come in? I don't know. Who could say? But I'm sure there has to be a kind of like a canonical reason why there was like just an absolutely ungodly amount of dudes protecting that chamber. I'm so disoriented after that fight, that die. I can't even really find the mind to bring up my map so I can find this bench here. So we did, fortunately, get through all that, and for our efforts we got a song. So now I suppose all that's left to do is go up in this direction. We are pretty close by. I think we can go down beneath the floor. And that's sort of the reason. Let me see here. Yeah, that just takes us back up. That silver marker, I think, was a key? Or, okay. I think it was like a quest item, if I remember correctly. It's going to be such a pain in the ass to remember. But yes, we can go to the right now. And then we do have a double jump marker here. So we can't actually go up. But maybe we can. We're in earshot of the location now. So no reason not to check. And we know we could use our harpoon to just skip these guys now. Man, imagine one of those things running at you in the middle of the night. Yes, this does take us up. Ah, so actually, we don't need this marker here anymore because we do have we have unlocked the way forward. Now all that's left is nothing. We can continue. Yes. So we know we have this moving ring mechanism, which is dangerous. And I do remember coming here once upon a time. But I didn't spend too long. Pretty sure we can kill these guys too. Just for the journal. Although they could be useful as a... It's kind of platforming skips. I might as well take the heal. No reason not to. Oh, never mind. I forgot I needed to regenerate one silk. Excuse me? That's not what was supposed to happen. And she does fall pretty quick. Oh! Holy! You can attack below you while you're on the wall? Oh, new stall! Honey, wake up! New stall just dropped! Why did no one tell me we could do this? Hold on. This is kind of probably a bad place to practice this, but yeah, if you wiggle the control stick at 90 degrees, you can actually do a pseudo stall. That's crazy. So in Hollow Knight, you explicitly could not attack down while you were on a wall. I feel like I just skipped something, but yeah, there was a direction here. I think this just leads back, though. What if I grab it this way? Okay, that works. Yeah, so in Hollow Knight, you couldn't do that. Okay. which led to a lot of frustration, on my part at least. But I'm sure more people also have experienced that same frustration. Especially in like combat encounters like the Colosseum and so forth. And you could also attack up. That's not really surprising now that we know you can attack the other way too. Hoop. Okay, oh, you need to simply need to grab it, Hornet. I do need to stop using the harpoon if I ever want to get back to full health. But they're so kind to give me this cheese opportunity here. Just being aware of my surroundings. Okay. Nice try. We do need to actually start farming back. Ow. Didn't mean to jump there. These shell shards, because we did use a buttload in that encounter. Okay, so I'm just gonna always assume that down is not where we want to go, instead of having to check over and over again. Oh! I thought my legs were gonna touch the gear there. Should have known. Oh, where do you go here? Ah! This might not end well. Okay, at least it only does 1 hit point. Alright, let's just keep our eyes peeled. No reason to go back at this point. Okay, that's not going to be enough to heal, but it's something. What fresh hell do you have waiting for me now? Huh. Excuse me. I just want to farm. I don't want any trouble. If I had known there was a wall there, I would have just harpooned forward. Okay, that's a good taste, though. Made it pretty far. Would be interesting if that was the last of the platforming challenges there. Yep, you're very scary. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Oop. It's like speedrunning challenges in games like Ori of the Blind Forest. They'll just throw kind of like a time trial in the middle of the world somewhere. I feel like we can just treat this like that. Oop. Once we get past these guys anyway. See how fast we can... And we do have a damage upgrade, I forgot, so... We are killing these guys at a pretty substantial rate. Man, just the gears, though. With all of the flashing particles on the screen, it's not the easiest to see them. Okay, yeah, you're not gonna get me with that. Wonder if there's a way to get up there a little bit quicker. Nope. Surprisingly, I'm almost near a heal. Which is a big difference from last time we came through here. Yeah, why not? I'll just spend the silk here. clear this guy a little bit quicker. Thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah. I don't remember everything about this. Very surprising that that didn't auto lock on the ring there. I was gonna say this area looks a little bit, you know, different the second time through, but maybe it's because everything looks the same right now. Got all the same assets. Ugh. I'm just gonna skip this guy. No, now's not the time to go in there. Interesting. Did not expect the harpoon to actually count as like a pogo there, but it did. What? Okay, luckily that takes me the right way around. I was trying to pogo, but I think the cloak took precedence. Man, and they had to put me all the way back there. Yeah, so it does actually count as a pogo, interestingly. Okay, you heard the clank. That was me trying. Gonna farm whatever silk I can. Whew. Okay. Okay. And there were, of course, that was the last one. Almost got me there with that one. Almost. And this guy does walk off the edge, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh. No, it looks like he's a little smarter than that. Which is good for me, because I get to farm. Now, believe it or not, we're basically right at the next marker. Which I did not expect. These guys look like they moonwalk a little bit. Oh my god! Okay, we do not speak of that. What just happened right there? Huh. Okay, I'm actually gonna go the other way around because there was another direction up here. Okay, it's the same thing. Good, good, good. A puzzle in Hollow Knight? No! We got puzzles? Controller is vibrating like a sinner. I'm just waiting for it to stop. I don't know if that's part of the game or if it's like part of the firmware. Oh! This is like those servitors, but it's just on a cart. It's on a dolly. Interesting. Okay, so we do have a little bit of a puzzle here, a brain teaser, a brain scratcher, a contemplator. I almost thought those were platforms there. But it looks like we might have to line up. I just don't know where to start this pattern. So it's a one-way rotary device. This looks like it. No, that's not it. Okay, so the one here in front of me is matching the one below it. So they could all have the same glyphs on them. No. I think this is it's only gonna work one way. So if none of these work, then I'm just gonna flip to the next one and then kind of trial and error it. I see. I can't tell if that that one right there is lined up or not. I don't think so. No, I don't think that's the one. Oops. No. Not that. Oops. Oh. That looks like it's it. And then even the one above it is also set. So I think these are only going to work one way. So as long as I can get them to line up, I think, yep. That's all that I need to do. Okay, so not as much of a brain teaser as I thought. I was going to say, it's a little bit off brand for Team Cherry. But it all starts with this one here at the bottom. So it's going to depend on what kind of features we have on the second row. If we don't have any that line up, then we'll just move on to the next one. No. Okay. If only Hornet had a little bit more reach. There we go. And then this is interesting. Gonna have to do it on the wall this time. There we go. And then just keep mashing this one. I'm sure it'll just auto accept the yep, the answer. It looks like we have a choir here. And I might even need to position these in a particular spot. No, I should start with the second one. Ugh, if I could reach. Yep, that looks good. Didn't really consider how I was gonna get back up. No, it's totally fine. Okay. Yep, so that one's also set. And then just rotate that one around the world. A much different change of pace than what we had to do to get to the second quest marker. It's a very different situation here we have on our hands. Ooh, I do bounce back a little bit. I think that's it's a little bit obscured, but I think that's lined up. There we go. And then we're not going to be able to see the top of this room anymore after this. Okay. Oh, what do you got for me? There's a button. I just got chills. Learned the Architect's Melody. Beautiful. So I don't know why these carts are here still. It could be like extra credit to do with them. Maybe we can knock them off the edge. There you go. Could be a... Oh, we released some butterflies. Beautiful. That could be like the gramophone in Hollow Knight, where if you break them, they never come back. Be free. So unfortunately, nobody to talk to here. So no lore today. But a very beautiful song, I must say. Ooh. And a very spacious, wide open room. So it looks like, I thought there was going to be more up in this direction, but it looks like this is probably the furthest up on the map that we can go. Or it used to be when we had the platforms, but now this here is it. In the high halls. So I guess all that's left to do now, if I come back to this quest, oh, we do get to read these first. Acquire Clapper. Oh, and he did. Mighty percussive disciple of the choir, wielding a mallet and silk, and a silk spool to wrap and enhance their attacks. There's no finesse in its use of silk. It consumes its slim supply only to amplify its force. Yeah, tell him, Hornet, she would know. But we do have an updated quest here. So all of these are now glowing. And all we need to do is go back to that one room. Ah! I guess that's what I, deserve for knocking those lights in there. Man, I figured they would give me like a shortcut back, but no rest for the weary, it seems. Damn. I mean, I could like quit the game and then respawn at the last bench, but where's the fun in that? Oh, you know what? These gaps that I was so carefully avoiding could be the way to shortcut back. So let's just keep our eyes peeled. Conform a little bit. Just to top up. Beautiful. Yeah, so I guess there is a reason they had these gaps here in the first place. Oh! Didn't want to go that far. Okay, and I don't think there's going to be any secrets in a room like that, so I'll just refrain. Although, certain path wasn't really too obvious in Hollow Knight that ended up being pretty important. Which I happened to find just out of sheer luck. I just tried the wall and it opened up, so I'm glad that wasn't something I missed on the first playthrough.
Pilgrim of Farloom Eternal, you rare chosen who have ascended to this final threshold, listen to our wish. Deliver it that you may rise above and see your pilgrimage end. We would hear the song of the architects at the core of our citadel. They who sustain our realm and its walls, its floors and its voice, even as others fall silent. We would hear the voice of the keepers within their grand vaults. They who guard our history. I think we read all this already.
They just have to remind you how it goes. Okay, I can let go of the button.
Pilgrim who would hold our song within your shell, rise above, offer your most devout self unto our sacred heart.
Okay. Rise above the citadel and confront the one who haunts the lands of Farloom. So it looks like this is going to be final boss territory. Oh. And I did neglect to read the description for the needle the first time I got the upgrade, which is unfortunate, but there's going to be things I miss. But we can read this one here. We have a shining needle. It's beautiful. A long sewing tool, uniquely balanced for combat. The blade gleams sharper than ever before. But how much sharper can it get? Who knows? Did completely forget we have the charged attack, which could be upgraded with our sharpened needle, but maybe that's hoping for a little too much. Maybe it probably does more damage. I would be willing to bet. We just attempt to open the map here. We still, despite everything, we have not opened this Ventrica station. I did notice this one exit right here, so that is probably what leads to it. And for everything else, it looks like the Citadel's been explored. If only I can sit at a bench. Let me try maybe to come this way. Yes, we do have this very conveniently located one right here. And now we can see there's no other places to go. There is just this marker, and that's pretty much it. But as far as quests, there are still places like over here that we have to visit, and others. But yeah, I mean, we might be looking at the totality of the map. There is obviously this exhaust organ has not been kind of filled out yet. But as far as I know, it's just a part of the Sinner's Road, and not necessarily its own thing. So this could be the final map right here. Interesting. They did structure it in a little bit of a kind of like a jigsaw pattern with gaps in between. Wonder why they didn't try to tightly kind of pack all of the areas. They kind of left some holes in there, maybe to make it more interesting. It is a little lopsided though, I will say. Maybe it's just me who has like a unnatural obsession with how the map looks and it's like symmetry. But yeah, if the last game is anything to go by, we can absolutely come back to these early game areas and fill out whatever we need to. So I will actually just head up this elevator and see what all is going up, or down, I suppose, at the top of the Citadel. Oh, you have a kind of like a Naruto versus Sasuke-esque moment right there. Did not expect them to just throw us straight into the fight, though. Whoa! I do have tools, but I don't necessarily want to use them before really knowing what her patterns are. I guess this is the reason the first iteration was so easy. Holy! That's a teleport and a half. Oh, man. So, not unexpected. I will try to look for a more advantageous place to sit, but I think this is it. I think that's probably the closest bench we're gonna find. Don't call it a run back. Don't think they were gonna play the cutscene every single time. Ooh, that one's tricky. That one is also tricky, but for different reasons. Okay, so far she's been doing that a lot. Can heal. Whoa! Oh my god! She's actually like an anime character. I'm not even joking. So far I've just been kind of playing a little bit slow and watching her, but I feel like you kind of have to move around a lot, or you're just gonna get walked on. Which for some people might not, you know, be a big deal. But very kind of them to let us just take the cocoon right off the bat. Can't look up, can't look down. Yeah, that move not hitting me when it looks like it should. Whoop. Just hitting myself, apparently. Yeah, looks like I might be able to use the harpoon to just sort of automate my neutral game. Like that. That could be a way easier way of doing it. What? The harpoon just brought me directly to her and then didn't finish the job. Yeah, sometimes she teleports, sometimes she just goes straight in. Now when she overshoots a lot. Okay, nice. Okay. We can't all be privileged with the blessing of a hitbox on our body. Okay, that's gonna do it. Oh, and she even laughs at us when we die. I wonder if we're gonna be able to laugh at her. Maybe we press X to laugh when this is all said and done. But I don't think Hornet's that kind of bug. Interesting, we're gonna have to get behind her now. It's a very scrappy fight. We're kind of in each other's faces for most of it. Okay, is she gonna jump off? Didn't think she would. Let's try to charge up something here. I don't think even using that is gonna be very safe. What? I mean, like, I wouldn't guess that using the harpoon... Okay, that wasn't smart. I wouldn't guess that using the harpoon is a bad option. But apparently it is sometimes. Man, that move. I think I can just do something like that. Phase 2, apparently. Just looking to heal. Oh, I'm just looking to heal, man. Come on, grab it. I'm surprised that's not an edge, but maybe it is. Maybe I was just a little bit too low. I'll keep trying to grab it if at all possible, because the other option is just, you know, eat dirt. And since I did die on the right side of the arena, I'm gonna have to probably cross her up to start with, which I'm not looking forward to. But in general, I think it's a very manageable fight so far. Don't think I'm gonna need to use my sting shard or whatever. Okay, good start. She kind of never stops attacking. Oh, and she's not even really vulnerable there. Okay, oh, the new voice line. Okay. I was trying to dash back, but she kind of covered all my horns are too tall, is what happened there. My horns are what did me in. I need to clip my horns. Imagine that was an upgrade. Someone could just trim your horns for you, and then your hitbox reduces, keeping you a little bit safer. It'd be a novel way to make progression. Oh my god, okay, I was not looking at her. Alright, well, I guess that was the only option that she could have possibly used to hit me. She does slide a little bit further. Yeah, she's not even really vulnerable there, man. Oh, man. She just backed up enough. The unique thing about this fight is that her hitbox is so small. So in the case of someone like Grim or, you know, the Hollow Knight from the first game, they were kind of brawly, but they were also big. With Lace, it's like she's small, so you have to get really close in, and you can't just rely on waving your sword around or waving your needle around to hit her. Okay, kind of a cross up there, I would say. Hopefully she doesn't hit me here. I think all I can really do is hope for the best in those situations. Okay. Oh man, that's fine. I'm still doing all right. I tried to jump or dash back there. Just keeps, Oh. I don't really know her tells yet. They're kind of like telegraphs. Maybe I want the... I'm actually gonna go for the cross stitch, because she does seem to run into my face. Just like face tank me a lot. So maybe that could be the thing to get. And then in case I want to use some tool, I would probably, excuse me, probably need some water is what I need. I think the attacks are gonna be a little bit better than the Sting Shard, because she's more grounded. But I don't suppose that she's the, you know, person pulling the strings, though she is at the top. I'm actually gonna open the map when I get up there, see if maybe we can see ourselves, kind of like spot where our icon is. Just make my way here. I can't actually go up this far, whereas before I wasn't even really able to get my cursor up here. This place here in the high halls could go a little bit further up. Who knows? So this could actually lead to the highest point in the map. But let's try to make the use of this cross stitch here. Just like that. And we know she doesn't stop attacking, because why would she? Nope. That's not the time to go in. Ran a little too far there. Got me. One more to heal. Okay, she's gonna start doing whatever the hell this is. Don't hit me! Guess that's why you would get the Speed Silk anklets for situations like that. Oh my god! Does she have a new moveset? Like for them not to cover my screen when I'm in danger. That's the most important time for me to see what's going on. Okay, just get away from me. Holy, okay, so she does have another cross up after phase 2, where when she dives, she goes back the other direction. It's just seeing whether I have the cross stitch available or not, or whether I have a heal or not, is going to be the main pain point, I think. I might opt to use the tax, but I don't want to do so until I can guarantee that I have her entire kind of fight sorted in my mind, so that I don't waste resources where it's not, you know, gonna give us any value. I like how quickly she gets right back into it. I could counter her counter. That's something I could do. Ah, you got me. Okay, well, you did a bang-up job there, Lace. What are you doing? I guess there is a side. Hang on. What the hell is out here? There's more? You can... I did not know you could go off the top. That's cool. Okay, so we can actually utilize the sides, and not only that, but she can too. Very interesting development. I wouldn't have expected to come upon the end of the game, or if it's not the end, then such a late part of the game so soon in the playthrough. My mind was still in kind of like exploration mode up to this point. I guess that one move right there is probably the most important to learn. Okay, that one's not super important because she does jump away. Yeah, that one right there, she kind of like makes her arm at a 45-degree angle or something like that. I don't know. Okay, if you want to dive at me, I tried to cross stitch. Okay, she always hits me after I heal, which makes my heal completely worthless. I definitely thought I bounced. Okay. Can form. Ooh. Yep. And her body is a hitbox, which is the most painful part. Okay, so gotta remember, she does cross you up. But I'll remember next time, I think. Because this episode is coming to an end. So, very interesting that we've come upon Lace, and she has no words for us anymore. I think we got all of the words out of the way when we entered the Citadel, and now she's just in combat mode, so she doesn't want us going any further, and so far she's doing a pretty good job of it. But as far as preparation for this fight, I think I have all the tools that I need to deal with it. I just need to learn her patterns. And as far as oil for the needle, in case I want to get another upgrade, I couldn't even begin to tell you or like take a guess at where I might need to go. We do have Eve over here in Weave Nest Atla, who might have another upgrade for us, but don't know if that's gonna be on the top of my priorities. For now, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Silksong, and I will see you next time.